Good morning. Welcome to the City of Pasadena City Council meeting, February 6, 2018 at 10 a.m. Our invocation will be done by Lieutenant Lewis. If you'll come here, please. And Councilman Shanebine, you'll lead us in the pledge.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, the creator of heaven and earth, thank you for this wonderful morning. Thank you for giving us life just to live one more time. Thank you for this great city of Pasadena, its authorities, law enforcement, everyone that makes this city possible, a great city. Thank you for reuniting us in this place. Bless every conversation, everything that's done here. We love you. We appreciate your name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. If you'd please join me in saying the pledges to the greatest state in the nation and the greatest nation on the face of the earth. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Lieutenant, for the prayer.
Thank you.
Councilman Shanebine.
Good morning, everyone. Again, this is a great looking group, and thank you for your participation this morning. I have a couple of things I'd like to share. First of all, I would like to recognize Ms. Pat Riley, former councilwoman, and also Ms. Pat Riley, former councilwoman, and Ms. Pat Van Hoyt, two Pats, and former councilman member Leon Searcy, I'm sorry. So thank y'all for being here and being with us today. Attended the Police Academy graduation on the 26th, and we had 13 cadets graduate to join our police force. And I was joined by Councilmember Bass and Councilmember Liam, and our streets are getting safer with the addition of our new cadets as they're in the field training portion of their training right now to better serve us. Also, too, I'd like to recognize the passing of former police chief Paul Cobb, who served our city well during his tenure here at Pasadena, and send out condolences to his family once again. And then had a great opportunity to partner with Constable Phil Sandlin, the Kirby Bend Homeowners Association Neighborhood Watch Meeting, and we had Officer Chris Murray from the Pasadena Police Department with us as well. And we had over 80 neighbors in that community learning how to better protect themselves, protect their homes, protect their property against homeowner invasions and burglaries in their areas. So I'd like to remind everybody the key to self-protection and getting the city services you need, please report the incidents. Once you report the incident, then it can be addressed in a very timely manner. And with that, Mayor, I pass.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Villarreal.
Thank you all for being here today. I'd like to give thanks to the Marshal's office. They've been doing a great job in my district, cleaning up the streets. And I've even had an officer, Gonzalez, call me, took the initiative to call me and ask me what areas that are of need. I told her, got a report from her. Our city employees have been doing a great job. I just want to I'd like to thank everyone who's involved with the city of Pasadena. With that, I pass.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Lehman.
Welcome, everybody, this morning. Keller Middle School, thank y'all for coming. Welcome again, former Councilman Leon Searcy. And as Councilman Shanebine said, we did have a police cadet class graduate on the 26th. If I'm not mistaken, we have another class that will be starting in 2 or 3 weeks. So Our police department's doing an excellent job of recruiting new officers and continuing to keep our city safe. And with that, I pass.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Harrison?
Thank you, Mayor. I want to remind everybody that the primaries, both political parties are taking place at this time, either by mail and there'll be early voting, but the election is March the 6th. It does not make any difference what party you are. Please exercise your right and privilege to get out and vote. The primaries are generally lower election returns. They don't have that much interest. 4% one party and I think 8% the other party. So your vote is very important. So get out and vote. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Casados.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you guys for being out here today. I would like to thank all the men and women of law enforcement and also the veterans of this great nation. I can't thank you guys enough for everything you guys do. You put your lives on the lines to protect and serve us and also to defend a nation and give us the freedoms and liberties that we have. So thank you very much for that. Also like to thank the mayor and Mr. James, Chief of Staff. We got together and got with the Deepwater Neighborhood Association and ended up putting up some exercise equipment out at the Deepwater Walking Trail. Soon to come is going to be a new light on the north end of the track, which is pretty dark. So it's going to really make the walking track a lot safer and hopefully make the individuals, I guess, a little bit more fit with all the exercise equipment. So as you guys can tell, I have not been out there. So, but anyway, Mayor, with that, I pass. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Willer.
Thank you, Mayor. I too want to send my condolences to former Police Chief Paul Cobb. He had served this city very well for decades, and in his retirement, in his golden years, it was cut short in an accident, and so I know it's very difficult for him, and I want to send my condolences to the family. I also want to thank Senator Sylvia Garcia for attending my breakfast this morning. The first Tuesday of every month, I host a breakfast where we talk about issues concerning the city or things going on in Pasadena, and I appreciate her attending this morning. Also want to thank Pasadena Police Department. Not a few hundred yards from my house, the narcotics team did a bust where they did a raid on a house that was distributing illegal prescription pills. They collected money, distribution, 18 firearms. And so, I mean, getting those, and we all see them in our neighborhood. There's one or two houses where you know there's illegal activity going down. And so I want to thank the Pasadena Police Department for doing that. Also, I want to introduce, well, you probably maybe know about it, but there's a concept called groupthink. And this is defined as the practice of thinking or making decisions as a group in a way that discourages creativity or individual responsibility. And this is something that sometimes happens in organizations, corporations, Enron, government. You see it all the time. And one of our greatest presidents, Abraham Lincoln, who led us through the Civil War and just as important, led us through Reconstruction, he actually put on his staff, the men around him, 3 opponents that ran against him in order to prevent this type of mentality. And I think that when you serve on a governing body or a corporate board, you have to get a diversity of opinion and make sure that not everyone's just nodding their head to go along, because that can lead to bad decision making. And I think that this position, or any position of influence, it's more, sometimes you have to make tough decisions. It can't just be, let's go to ceremonies and take pictures. And I hope that everyone keeps that in mind. With that, I'll pass.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Caton.
I'd just like to thank everyone for coming out today and being part of city government. We've got a good crowd. I had one thing happen this past weekend. I celebrated my 3rd anniversary of retirement after I spent 41 years with Kellogg, Brown & Root. Would I pass, Mayor?
Thank you, sir. Councilman Bass.
Good morning. Thank you all for coming today. Are you cutting more grass now?
More.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, I want to also recognize Ms. Pat Rowley. We've got also Ms. Pat Van Hout, 2 ladies of our council. Thank y'all for coming today. And Mr. Leon Searcy sitting up front. He's the only brave one, I think, that sat up front. Thank you. He was here first, too. I want to say that great graduation on the cadets. There were a total of, help me, there was 13 Pasadena.
Excuse me, 18.
18?
Yes.
But we had Pearland come in and Webster. They come to Pasadena to train. I don't know if that means anything. Must be we're great trainers. I don't know. But anyway.
That's what that means.
A regional? I thought it was just you. Okay, take that. Anyway, but it was a great occasion. We added some fine young men and women to the force. And so thank you, Keller, for coming out today. I think y'all are going to have a little announcement later on. And as Councilman Chambane said, Paul Cobb passed away. He was a great, great man. He used to beat me regularly in racquetball. Had a fantastic funeral. Had a flyover, and then had a helicopter flyover, and also 21 gun salute. It was great, beautiful weather. Couldn't done any better. We have a. I want to make one last announcement. Gardens Elementary, which is right over here, tomorrow is going to be doing a tear down of their equipment. Rain or shine, they're going to be out there. They say they need about 40, so we're going to ask for 80. Maybe we get half. We'll get the 40 volunteers. But it's going to be an adaptive playground, from what I understand. So it will be inclusive to everyone that wants to use it. And then Friday, I think they're going to have kind of maybe a ribbon cutting or kind of a presentation. But tomorrow they need help. So if you can be out there, it's going to be, I think, between 8 and 5.
Yes, and they need help on Friday, too. They're tearing down on Wednesday, and they're building up on Friday.
So building up on Friday, starting around 8?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. And with that, I pass.
Well, thank you, sir. Oh, perfect. Okay. Excuse me, citizens wanting to approach council. Suzette McDowell.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor, council members. My name is Suzette McDowell. I'm with the Pasadena Chamber of Commerce. I'd like to first thank you all for your continued partnership and your recent attendance at ribbon cuttings and all of our grand openings in support of our local business. I have some upcoming events. Spring is our busiest season of the year. Next week, on Thursday, February the 15th, we'll be celebrating our annual State of the City address.
Suzette, is your mic on?
Yes, can you hear me? Test. Okay. Next Thursday, February 15th, we'll be hosting our annual State of the City address, where we'll get to hear more from Mayor Wagner on the many ways that Pasadena is knocking it out of the park. So this is going to be a sellout event. We still have seats, so if you guys need a reservation, feel free to call us or come by our office. On February the 21st, our Pasadena Hispanic Business Council is going to be hosting their first breakfast workshop of the year, where we will hear from Harris County Appraisal on the importance of filing for rendition on a timely manner. This is a free event, and it's going to be taking place at Cleveland Ripley down the street on Fairmont. If health and fitness is what you enjoy, then save the date for our 7th annual rugged race. This is our annual 5K, 1K in partnership with Pasadena ISD, where we raise funds for a school in our area, and we contribute those funds for a playground or a track that they currently lack in their school. So it's something that's very near and dear to our hearts. We're also going to be celebrating our Industrial Appreciation Golf Tournament on May the 14th at Timber Creek Golf Course, where we celebrate our Industry Partner of the Year. And this year's recipient is BASF Pasadena, and so we look forward to celebrating them and all of their efforts in our community. And then lastly, if you're looking on ways to connect with the community and learn more of how to get involved with your chamber, this Thursday, February the 9th, we'll be hosting our Membership 101 class. This is a free 1-hour class that we do to give you more insight on what all membership entails. So if you come by the chamber office between 8:30 and 9:30, it's a free event, and you'll get to learn of all the ways that you can connect. Like I said, there's something for everybody, so if you're looking for ways to get connected, visit pasadenachamber.org or come by the office, and we look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Robert Jeters.
During the election, almost every candidate had something to say about improving the image and reputation of the city of Pasadena. They did so because it's pretty well recognized that the city has a serious image problem. We just got out of a lawsuit not that long ago that was very damaging to the city, regardless of whether you're for or against it. Now we have 6 individuals under indictment for secret meetings while they were city officials. It is the role of this council to chart the course of this city going forward. If we ever hope to live up to the wonderful potential that this city has with all of its resources, then we need to work together on transparency and accountability. Just last council meeting during pre-council, I heard someone admit to maybe hiding things in the budget, but clarifying that the intent was not to hide them from council members. Who then were they being hidden from? The citizens, the taxpayers, law enforcement? Who? The days of backroom side deals and gotcha games in Pasadena needs to end immediately. If we fail to do that, I would expect to see more indictments and image problems as the cycle continues. It falls on this governing body to correct the course of city leadership and upon the voters to replace any elected official who does not act in the best interest of Pasadena. Accountability and transparency need to improve. Thank you, gentlemen.
Steve Hoverson.
Good morning, Mayor and City Council members. I'm Steve Halverson. Just a reminder, I've been a member of the city here for 20 years now. I've been a resident in Pasadena. I'd like to follow up on a discussion reference to City Council's car allowance increase from my previous discussion on 21 November. Immediately following the discussion, this body agreed to vote no on the increase to the car allowance for council members. The hot button issue revolved around lack of public awareness, transparency, openness, council member feedback, and the increase eventually was buried and bundled into the budget. Upon further disclosure, the increase was later hidden in a $2.5 million budget line item. I believe it was called the personal usage budget under the Harvey financing. In the budget creation process, it's generally advisable to highlight items. It was not highlighted in the budget, so the folks were kind of confused as to whether or not the increase was going to happen or not. I believe one of the council members went around and talked to select council members, but they did not know at the time that it was actually going to be increased until they received it in their pay. When the vote did come down, I'd like to thank the members that actually stood by their vote and did not take the car allowance increase, even though it was considered a non-binding vote by this body because it was not placed on the agenda. So what happened here? Initially, council member Shanebine was notified by his wife. This is how he found out. And he had an additional $200 increase in his pay for the month. He quickly notified the city to have the amount reset to the original allotment, $650. As word spread, concerned council members Don Harrison, Cody Ray Wheeler, Sammy Casados, and Felipe Villarreal also began to reject the increase, seeing this as an inappropriate method for a pay increase. Later, the 21 November vote was considered non-binding since it was not prepared on the agenda ahead of time.
Mr. Halverson, please.
Point of order.
Okay, all right.
No, Mr.
Sorry
Halverson.
about that.
Give him point of order.
I'll go.
He
Can I
just did point of
continue?
order. Matter of fact, you did break the rules. Please sit down, please, sir.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Well, how do you break the rules?
He mentioned names. If you,
continue without name calling, so if you want me to finish up.
yeah, as long as you don't name calling, I don't mind you finishing.
No problem. Okay, after the dust settled, 2 council members continued to receive their increase publicly rejected. Well, one was publicly rejected. So 2 council members have currently, after they voted to say they would not take the pay increase, have continued to receive the pay increase, and the amount still stands at $850. So any council member at any time now can choose to go ahead and take it, and we wouldn't know that. So 2, we know for sure are receiving the items, but at any point in time, maybe if there's a new election, a new council member, they can go up to the $850. So there's no public notice was required by, it wasn't actually voted on by this body. So I believe that if you have more transparency in government, you should probably do this in a public manner. It's not really a problem that people received extra money, but if they go ahead and vote as a body, that's where I have a problem with it. So that's all I'm asking. Next time I guess we do a budget, please let the folks on the council know. So thank you.
Keller Middle School. If you want to talk from here, you may. Come on, please.
Mayor Wagner and City Council members, We are very proud to announce that Keller Middle School was recently named a 2018 Texas State School of Character. We were one of the only 7 schools designated by character.org. Schools of Character prove that together, staff, students, parents, and communities can come together and make amazing things happen. At Keller, we believe that amazing things are happening every day.
One of the amazing things that is happening at Keller is our Keller Middle School 10-year anniversary celebration and leadership day. This remarkable event is happening on Friday, February 23rd from 10 to 2. We would like to invite you to come and see all the incredible things that Keller has achieved in the past 10 years and celebrate the great things that are currently happening. Also, this week is Counselor Week, and we'd like to thank Ms. Kripke and Ms. Bowman for being the great best counselors. Rangers lead the way.
Thank you so much. Great job. Great job. Great job, Keller. Paula Tornado.
Good morning, Mayor, council members, and community residents. My name is Paula, and I have been working with Air Alliance Houston for the past few months. It is great to be back and address City Council about our work in Pasadena. Through the months of October to December, we conducted our Pasadena community surveys that had the goal of collect community perceptions on air quality, urban quality of life, and post-Hurricane Harvey experiences. We successfully collected 1,358 surveys from North Pasadena neighborhoods. We also conducted a preliminary analysis on the surveys, and some of the key findings are the following. Out of 925 parents who completed the survey, 458 parents reported that they have children with asthma in their houses, which accounts for 52% of the total population that we interviewed. We also found that there are high concerns about lack of sidewalks and poor conditions of bike lanes, children's health, and exposure to cars idling. We also took an air sample during pickup hours at Ritchie Elementary, and we found high levels of gasoline half combustion, and those levels were exceeding the limits for EPA and TCEQ. Studies have shown the link between long-term exposure to idling and the development of respiratory infections and chronic diseases such as asthma. Throughout this year, we will be working on an anti-idling campaign for PISD schools and the city of Pasadena. Also, we continue to support Pasadena's Healthy Community Challenge by providing education to schools regarding air pollution and how to reduce air pollution and better the quality of life. We are here to promote better public health and a cleaner future for Pasadena. We hope that we continue working together to accomplish our goal. Therefore, we would like to meet with Mayor Jeff Wagner and council members to discuss our proposal for an anti-idling ordinance for not only the city, but PISD as well. And on the other hand, I wanted to take the time to invite the mayor, council members, and community residents to a state-of-the-art event, which will be on February 21st. Former Mayor Bill White and Professor Robert Butler, father of environmental justice, will be key speakers. So please come and learn more about Air Alliance Houston work and in Pasadena and our projects. I certainly hope to see you there. So here are some invitations for everybody. And thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Okay, get down to presentations. It's time for the HEB Challenge announcement. The city of Pasadena is proud to be completing its time, thank you, Texas Community Challenge. We signed, as y'all saw, we signed our pledges and we took our pictures. So we're definitely involved in making everybody healthy. We endorse everybody to be healthy. And with this, I encourage the whole city of Pasadena to follow the lead and stay healthy in 2018. Yes.
Words on the presentation.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm here to remind everyone to sign up and participate in It's Time Texas Healthy Community Challenge. This is a statewide competition between Texas communities to see who can demonstrate the greatest commitment to health. So the competition runs through March 4th, and Pasadena needs everyone to sign up, register, and participate so we can win. So here's how it works. Everyone needs to go to the It's Time Texas Healthy Community Challenge website. The website address is ittcommunitychallenge.com. Again, that's ittcommunitychallenge.com. And what you do when you get there is you register as an individual. You indicate that you're representing Pasadena, and you watch a short video, but that act alone will earn points for Pasadena. But what we need everyone to do is keep going back to the website and documenting your healthy activities. So you can do this several times a day. What we need you to do is every time you work out, every time you eat a healthy snack, a healthy meal, every time you drink a bottle of water, take a selfie and go to the website, upload the photo with a brief caption of describing your healthy activity. You can do this several times a day, and every time you do it, you earn 200 points for Pasadena. And the competition is not just limited to individuals. Pasadena Independent School District is participating in force. Their staff and faculty are very involved in promoting this, involved in this challenge. Pasadena employers can participate. Pasadena, anyone who works in Pasadena, San Jacinto College, students, staff, faculty, and even our elected officials. So I can't think of a better way to help us or remind us of our New Year's healthy living resolutions and also help your community. So again, that website address is ittcommunitychallenge.com. Thank you.
Teresa,
Yes, sir.
where are we right now in position?
Last time I looked, we're third.
I thought we were in second.
We could be in second now.
Against
but
Garland,
But yes, we're behind Garland, and then there's another Dallas. Yes,
So we're close.
We're close, and that's why we need everyone to register. And again, very easily you can earn 1,000 points a day each person for Pasadena just by drinking water and taking a selfie. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, presentation of minutes of January 16, 2018. Motion Lehman. Second Harrison. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Progress payments.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine. Second Casados. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Finance resolutions.
Motion.
Motion Lehman. Second Shanebine. Any questions?
Mayor.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to abstain from anything in regards to last month.
Yes, sir.
Mayor?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'd like to make a statement on the, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to make a statement on finance resolutions. We have a payment here for an individual, Roy Meese and Associates, for our tax collections. Currently, I feel like it's necessary that we go out for RFQs, RFPs. This individual's had the tax collection agents or the contract for, I would say 9, 10 years now without it going out for bid. I think it's very important that we do that, not only for transparency reasons, but for finding the city a better deal. Right now, we are spending an awful lot of money, and we need to save as much money as we can, tighten up the belt, or to pull back on the reins a little bit. So that's where I feel on that particular item. The other thing is this individual has been indicted for.
That's out of order. That has nothing to do with the agenda. What's sad about this is you speak all the time that you're for the people, you're for the employees. An indictment is not a conviction.
Mayor.
You should be for this. Now,
We need to
stop the nonsense.
Point of order, you can't talk, council members.
Stop the nonsense.
That's not nonsense, that's a point of order. You can't talk.
Point of
Go
order.
ahead.
Mayor.
You can keep on with your comments. Go ahead.
Thank you. So as far as the indictment goes, this individual needs to, in my opinion, should resign. He is a port commissioner.
The point of order, it has nothing to do with what we're talking about, sir. Please stick to your comments.
Okay, I
about why
apologize.
We don't want to pay.
The only reason I'm saying this is the individual we're making payments to, I believe the city needs to refrain from doing business with people that are breaking the law.
That's fair enough, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mayor,
Go ahead, sir.
on this, we need to quit grandstanding. We need to be transparent with our citizens. When
That's
we call
exactly
a point
what
of-
I'm
when
trying
we-
to do.
When we call a point of
transparent.
Point of order,
we
please.
need to stick to the agenda.
Thomas, thank you. Thomas, thank you.
Let's stop the discussion now and go about our business, Mayor.
I agree with that. Thank you for saying that. Okay, all in favor?
Mayor, I didn't get an
Yes.
opportunity to speak.
Go ahead, sir.
this, I don't understand the argument here that we have a payment going to Roy Meese and you're making the claim that it's not on the agenda. This individual is enumerated on the agenda. His name is clearly on the agenda, and he's had a contract without going for RFQ since 1996. And he's someone that has led this city into lawsuits, who's under indictment by the district attorney. And so how can you make the claim? No, Thomas, no. How can you make the claim that this is not on the agenda? It's on the agenda, and this person has a history of hiding things from the public, and the Chronicle uncovered they even have private contractors doing business for him.
Cody Ray Willard, please, sir. That now you.
And this is what I'm talking about. This council wants to shuffle everything under the rug.
Mayor, I move that we.
And I've called for his resignation. I've called the resignation of any member who has undermined the public trust.
I'm going to give you one more chance.
I move that we table this.
If you're going to remove me from this council for calling out someone, but you want to remove those board members that actually did something illegal, is that what you're saying?
Mayor, would you take a vote on table?
Legal, go ahead, sir.
You're right. It's not proper to be talking about personally, number one, indictments against people and that sort of thing, and naming them. Particularly on this item, it has to do with the payment. The only thing on the agenda is whether to approve the payment or not.
Yes, sir.
That's what's on the agenda, not all the background that may go with it. And this is something that, yeah, I mean, and whether the person's indicted or whatever, an indictment is not, and they're just charged. They're presumed at this point in the law.
No one.
Presumed to be innocent.
He's talking, sir, not you.
It's a presumption. Once you're charged with a crime, you're presumed to be innocent in this country, in this state. And we're talking about somehow that should affect something is not proper.
Okay.
Thank you for
Mayor, whether he's indicted or not, that's separate from what action this council can take. And nobody here will deny that meeting took place. It's on the record, it's recorded, and they have the documents.
That meeting has nothing to do with this council or this administration or anything. We're doing no more talking about this subject, period.
Point of information, Mayor.
Let's go ahead, sir.
If we're going to discuss this, let's discuss.
We don't have to discuss it. Yeah, exactly.
Executive session.
Exactly, but we don't have to. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
We have a no, 2 noes, Casados and Willard. Passes. Okay, brings us down to personnel changes. We have a motion, Lehman. Second, Bass. Any questions? We're going to defer. Yes, sir.
No, go ahead. I'm just getting up
Yeah, no. We're,
Say C.
yes, we're going to defer C. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, Randy, it's yours.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump the gun.
That's fine.
Okay, my pleasure to introduce our new employees. When I call your name, please stand up. First off is Donald Butcher, Sanitation Worker 1. Mr. Butcher is a graduate of Reagan High School in Houston and continues to live in Houston. Thank you. Next is Genesis de la Fuentes, Water Billing Assistant 2 in Water Billing, graduate of Pasadena High School. Prior to work for the city, she worked for Arnold and Itkin LLC as a legal assistant. Thank you. Next is Jesse Gonzalez, Animal Care Technician 2, Animal Rescue, graduate of Sam Rayburn High School and continues to live in Seabrook. Thank you. Next is Katrina Kaya, Food Inspector 3, Health Department, graduate of Wisconsin State University with a bachelor's degree in science. Prior to working for the city, she worked for J.B. Goodwin Realty as a realtor. Thank you. Next is Aaron Menendez, Animal Care Technician 2, Animal Rescue, as a graduate of Sparks High School in Sparks, Nevada. Prior to working for the city, she worked for Pasadena ISD as a transportation as a bus monitor. Thank you. Next is Juan Rivera Jr., Landscaping 1, graduate of Sam Rayburn High School, former city employee, and he figured out that he was working at Modern Plumbing as a crew leader, figured out that he needs to come back to the city of Pasadena, and he did. Next is Sarah Polis. Sarah, I'm saying it wrong. Sarah Polis. Okay, sorry about that. Graduate of Sam Rayburn High School also, and is a Pasadena resident. No, you're at Seabrook. Yeah, you're in Seabrook, right? Sorry about that. But she is a resident of Seabrook. Thank you. Last, but not last, I'm sorry, Kristen Sills, the Deputy Clerk 1 for Municipal Court, graduate of Kaplan College in Dallas, Texas, prior to working for the city. She worked for PCL Industrial Construction as an HR coordinator. As I said, she is a Sam Rayburn graduate. Last but not least, we have our Parks and Rec Director, Jed Aplaka. We don't really have a bio on him, but I can say that we talk about how Texas is the greatest state there is. I have proof. Mr. Aplaka has lived in Hawaii for most of his life, and he brought his family to Texas to live. So I say that is proof right there.
Thank you, sir. Brings us down to final readings, Madam Secretary.
Ordinance 2018-4, approving annual contract with Southern Counties Oil Company, DBA SC Fuels, for purchase of unleaded and diesel fuel. Ordinance 2018-5, approving contract with Johnny Walker Roofing, Inc. for replacement of the roof at Fire Station Number 7, 1600 Crenshaw Road, Pasadena, Texas, $61,025. Ordinance 2018-6, approving the annual contract with Jerkson's Concrete LLC for purchase of ready-mix concrete. Ordinance 2018-7, approving agreement with Omega Engineers for design services for the Spencer Highway 12-inch waterline project Phase 2 from Lafferty Road to Burke Road, CIP WO55, for a total appropriation $129,800 from the 2017 Certificate of Obligation Fund balance account. Ordinance 2018-8, approving the agreement with HR Green, Inc. for design services for the WWTP Consolidation Phase 2 project CIP WWO46 for a total appropriation $398,605 from the 2017 Certificate of Obligation Fund balance account. Ordinance 2018-10, approving the purchase of 7 video cameras and associated equipment for Motorola Solutions, Inc., $74,717. Ordinance 2018-11, approving the purchase of laser scanner Focus S70 system from FARO Technologies, Inc., $55,316.06. Ordinance 2018-12, amending the lease approved by ordinance number 2016-47 of certain property at 1001 Shaw Avenue, Pasadena, Texas, and 2018-13, approving the contract with UL Lenderman Associates, Inc., valuation engineers for appraisal and valuation of all industrial properties in the city's industrial districts for the tax years 2018, 2019, 2020 for the yearly consideration of $87,360.
Motion Bass, second Castelos. Any questions?
Mayor.
Yes, sir.
If I may, Mayor, on the second item, ordinance 2018-005, during the last pre-council meeting, I had a question as far as a warranty on this particular roof. I saw that was $61,000. It's an awful lot of money for a roof, which I'm sure everybody would be like, hey, that's kind of crazy. But the fire station needs it. Whenever it was repaired, only a portion of the roof was repaired at like $19,800. And what we're doing now is renovating it, we're upgrading it, and we need to replace the whole roof. So there was no warranty on the actual roof. Nothing was wrong with the roof, but we are going to be fixing it. So that being said, we do need the $61,000, so I will be supporting this. Mayor.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Pass it. First readings, Madam Secretary.
Ordinance 2018-14, grant franchise to LFSC LLC doing business as Lavaca LST Pipeline LLC for a 16-inch ethylene pipeline.
Motion.
Motion Castelos. Second Harrison. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Ordinance 2018-15, amend ordinance 2017-195 by changing contractor name to RNA Road Boring LLC for the 2018 citywide waterline replacement project.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine.
Second.
Second Castelos. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? On C, Madam Secretary, we'll defer C.
Yes, sir. Ordinance 2018-16, approving revised housing administrative plan for the Housing Choice Voucher Program.
Motion.
Motion Harrison, Lehman. Second Harrison. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Ordinance 2018-17, lease contract for milling equipment with Pitney Bowes, Inc., $17,262.44 annually.
Motion.
Motion Castelos. Second Caton. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Ordinance 2018-18, extending the annual contract with Novus Wood Group LP for wood grinding services.
Motion Bass, second, was it Caton or Shanebine? Shanebine? Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Resolutions, Madam Secretary?
Resolution 2018-11, donation of $1,350 from Dignity Memorial for Multipurpose Center Camp for All program.
Motion.
Motion Caton,
Second.
second Castelos. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2018-12, donations from various businesses, organizations, or individuals totaling $4,347.35 for care of animals housed at the animal shelter.
Motion.
Motion Wheeler, second Bass. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2018-13, donations from various businesses, organizations, or individuals totaling $6,093.97 for care of animals housed at the animal shelter.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine, second, is that Lehman? Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2018-14, in-kind donations valued at $2,248 and monetary donations totaling $1,566 from various businesses, organizations, or individuals for programming for Madison Job Senior Center.
Motion.
Motion Castelos,
Second.
second Caton. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2018-15, accept grant funds of $70,694.78 from the Office of the Texas Governor, Criminal Justice Division for police rifle-resistant body armor.
So moved.
So moved by Bass, second by Shanebine. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2018-16, accept the grant of $1,000 from Target to pay for 22 full soccer scholarships.
Motion.
Motion Wheeler, second Lehman. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2018-17, donation of $5,000 from a delegation from our sister city, Hadana, Japan, to be allocated to this COPA Fund 501c3 charity for the city of Pasadena employees affected by Hurricane Harvey.
Motion.
Motion Castelos, second Bass. Any questions?
Yes, Mayor.
Go ahead, sir.
I'd like to comment on Adano. In the 80s, they became our sister city. And sometimes the city of Pasadena go to their city to visit, or they come here. And they were here last few months ago. But I sincerely appreciate the $5,000 that they're giving to this city. They're a great sister city. They're about the same size as Pasadena. But years ago, on their old building on Shaw Street, we built a garden there for them in recognition of Hadano. And it was a beautiful little garden there, and with a waterfall and other things. But recently we leased that building out with the land and everything else, that little lot, land, it was a lot. But anyway, I'd like to see that we recognize Hadano for the $5,000 for the courtesy that they're giving this city for the hurricane. But we need to recognize them like we did before. Have a plaque or something somewhere recognizing our sister city. It's a great deal going on between the two cities, and it's been going on since the 80s. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2018-18, authorizing the mayor or his designee to execute documents related to Texas 2016 floods, CDBG disaster recovery funds, administered by the Texas General Land Office.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine, second Bass. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Passes. With that, this council meeting is over. God bless everybody. Have a great day and a great week. Thank y'all so much.